Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. I'm a psychic medium, and today I'm going to talk a bit about a question a viewer had concerning a lot of the new videos I've been posting. I've been posting some of my psychic predictions as well as clarification, like doing tarot readings based upon some of the visions I've had of earth changes, world changes, things like that. And this was from a viewer. I can't pull up her name right now because my phone battery is kind of zero charging. So I can't even look her up on my phone, but she had a really great question. And she asked, you know, how do we prepare spiritually for all these changes that are happening in the world that I had predicted? Go watch the videos. There's a whole playlist about world predictions, all right? And I don't want to repeat everything here. I want to just get to the point, okay? So the point is, how do you prepare spiritually? You already know some of the suggestions I had physically, right? When I talked about what would happen, you want to have, extra food. You want to have, like, whatever, batteries, flashlights, lots of water to drink, maybe some other water to bathe with. You just got to do all the things that may happen, and it won't happen the same for you as it does for someone else in another part of the world. But the one thing that will be the common denominator is how to prepare from inside yourself spiritually for this major shift, right? Spiritually, what do you do? Well, you got to have a connection to spirit. I talk about this a lot. how to how to have your connection to spirit. First, know that there are high light beings on your side. There are your guides. There are guides that help you with specific things throughout your life, but there's also a guide with you from birth. At least one. There may be more than a couple that stay with you your whole life. But they keep you on your path of what your life contract that you came to Earth for, and they help you with that. But you have your angels. That has a whole different energy. You'll know it, right? When you sense them. The vibration is completely different. Oh my God, so beautiful. It just feels celestial. And you also have people who've passed away who loved you. They're on the other side, but they're still there with you. And they can also help to a certain degree, because their love is there. And so you want to maintain that connection by just being open to it, like getting still, and listening on the inner. I have a lot of videos about developing your psychic senses, including clairaudience. So they're in my Divine Design and Intuition playlist. It's all free content to help you, right? It's not everyone can afford a reading with me or time or whatever. But I have a lot of free content. I'm dedicated to it to help you. So, but there's something I haven't talked about yet. It's really important. It's forgiveness. We're going through an immense shift in the near future. It's already started. It's like we're going to see that it already started, right? But it's going to happen in a big way. But we're like in the pregnancy stage, the early stages of pregnancy with the shift. So you haven't taken the test yet, right? You don't know you're pregnant. You're getting puffy, you might suspect, or whatever happens. And you don't know there's a baby in there. So we're kind of in that stage of the shift. Um, and there will be a beautiful birth. And you'll say it's all worth it. But there are labor pains. So there's going to be some serious labor pains. Serious labor pains. But listen, there's going to be a beautiful birth after. Okay? Because the forces that be are not here to punish us. The forces that be love us, but they give us free will. And all this free will has kind of run amok with some people and with the way we treat our planet. So things have to realign and get back to where they should be. All right. And in that process, we may lose people physically, right? It's hard, if certain people are in certain places where, there's natural disasters like wildfires, earthquakes, floods, volcanic activity, um, war, you know, during this time where everything is kind of happening at once. Um, they may have fulfilled out their mission and want to be reborn somewhere else. Maybe they want, I keep hearing, I don't know this part. I haven't had visions on this, although I know we're being brought, I do know, I was told we are being brought up to a higher dimension to really embody our spiritual bodies. So I'm helping people through my dance classes because I do like a chakra alchemy thing with my regular Egyptian dance training, my belly dance teacher. So I know that in my little corner of the world, I'm helping raise people's vibration spiritually through all my vegetarian, vegan potlucks for like 30 years or whatever, and teaching people this stuff, helping them shift, those who are open to it. Other people may do something else to help people shift. Everyone's got their own way to raise the vibration. Now, some psychics are saying that um, there's going to be, this event that happens, and some people will leave the planet and want to be reborn in a place similar to where we are now, the 3D world with the karma and everything. And then they're also saying like some people are ready to ascend and be staying here in like a higher dimension than we are now. And there's some people are saying 4D, some are saying 5D, some are saying fifth dimension, some are saying density. Everyone's got different terms. I'm just relaying their information. I've only gotten that we are being raised up, our spiritual bodies. Some people are acclimating to the changes by raising their spiritual body, and that's where I'm helping people who are physically studying with me in through motion and energy and breath, all right? But knowing that people will be leaving the planet and knowing that we're going to go through difficult times and we need to get along. So for the people leaving the planet, we want to be in a good place. As we go through all these changes, we need to be in the good place with all the people remaining. All right? We need to work together. So I'm talking about forgiveness. It's one of the most, if not the most important spiritual quality that we need to work with at this time. All right? We do not want to harbor anger. Now, we're not going to take abuse. Don't be taking abuse by staying around someone that's going to abuse you. That's crazy. That's crazy town. Get away. Get out of Dodge. All right? So, you don't want to do that. But you have to let go of the stories, you know, whether it's a victim story or, you know, the anger story or whatever. You got to get rid of the stories that you play in your head against someone. Just release them. Let them like if you don't want to be around them anymore because you're not congruent, meaning they're going to abuse you or they just don't give a crap, right? About you. So then yeah, get away from them, right? But don't hold on. Don't let them take up real estate in your head. That's valuable real estate there, right? So you don't want to give them free rent there in your head. Let it go. And listen, for people who hurt you, when you think of them, you're giving them your power. So if you have spiritual gifts or if you have any other earthly gifts, you're they're sapping your energy like vampires. Meaning, like, let's just say you had $100 in the bank, right? We'll just say spiritual bank account. And you're giving $10 free rent to this person. Oh my God, like they just took $10 of free rent off you. Someone that doesn't even care about you. What are you doing that for? You're giving away your spiritual gifts or whatever. And what if you're like caught up in a lot of anger? Oh my God, what if it's like 90% anger and only 10% for you? Oh my God, you just like deleted your bank account down to almost nothing, giving out free money to people who don't give a crap about you, right? That's crazy. Just let it go. Now, if it's people you love still, they're in your life and you want them in your life and you're willing to work it out, don't harbor that anger, right? Or if they've already passed away, why hold that anger, right? And if there's people on the different political spectrum than you, look at their good qualities. Don't just like assume they're a racist and this and that. Look at their good qualities. You're letting certain powers that be that like to have all the money and all the greed um take up your mind and put blame, you know, so that you just keep fighting with each other, right? And you can't be empowered. Meanwhile, they're just grabbing all the money and everything they want, right? You're just it's crazy. So that's the easiest way to conquer a nation is to divide its people. Listen, maybe these changes will come so that we do really come together. There'll be the kind of changes and the truth coming out too. So the truth is going to feel searing. It's going to be beyond what we imagined. Yeah, so we have to take in a lot. So prepare spiritually by being forgiving and make, you know, look at the good qualities in someone. And if they just really are not a match, get them out of your life and just bless them with love far, far away from you. I wish you well, far, far away from me. Just say that in your head. Don't say it to them. That would be mean. You know, that would defeat the purpose. But you don't want to hold on to anger. You want to you gotta save your energy for yourself. So when I talk about this real estate or this financial spiritual bank account, you're gonna need it all for you with all these changes, right? So you gotta like keep that spiritual bank account up high. And you practice gratitude. You be grateful. Just look every day at what you're grateful for. It changes your vibration completely. And what else? You know, do the normal stuff like go for walks in nature, garden, grow your own veggies. It's all it is a spiritual practice. At least when I go walking in nature, when I garden, it feels spiritual. So you know, you can pray for the people that have hurt you. They're hurting inside, or they wouldn't do this crazy crap. They're missing something. They're really missing something. So, pray for them to heal, because we're all connected. We're all children of the Most High. And when people hurt me, right, and they do horrible things to me, and I just want to be angry at them, but I don't want to put too much anger at them because I think, oh my God, that's someone's child. I think of how much my parents hurt when my brother and sister did some, they had some horrible things they did, and my parents really suffered. They were good people. So when I think of somebody acting badly, I think, wow, there's someone's child. And I don't want to get cursed, curse them, whatever. I could, but I don't. Um, I don't, with just the look in my eye, be careful, don't cross me. Don't cross me. I have to keep myself on a good plane. Yeah, when I get angry, light bulbs explode in the room or the street lights explode. So don't get Najia angry. Because crazy stuff happens. All right. So I try to pray for them. Try to pray for them. And, they're God's child. We're all God's children. So think of that as you have all kinds of anger and division towards somebody. That's how you prepare for the times coming. You get rid of that division. Don't take abuse, but get rid of the division. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it polarized. All right. I hope you enjoyed this talk. And how do I know if you like this talk or not? And if you want more, you got to hit the like button so I know what to do in the future. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, we're going to see Linda G. Collaborations with Linda G. and Annette Bricka and astrologer Heather Cohen. Heather has no YouTube channel, neither does Annette, but you will see Annette on lots of other podcasters on YouTube. And Linda has an amazing channel called Linda G, The Comanche Psychic. And Heather has no channel, but you'll see her on my channel. She wants to come on all the time after being on the show today. And we're going to talk coming events, love, how to find your soulmate, all kinds of fun things. So, whatever content you watch, let me know if you like it in the comments or the like button. Bye.